Hello everybody and welcome back to Contest of Speed. We're here for the EU1 race today at the lovely Portugal track, so I'll just get that track up on the screen for you. So it is 15 turns, 2.8 mile long track with 9 rights and 6 lefts, 2 DRS zones, one out of turn 4 to turn 5 and then the other one from 15 to turn 1, so expect a lot of overtakes there. Obviously, without further ado, we are getting ready to get into this first qualifying. So I am the Piney Penguin, and with me in the comms booth is Charlie. How are we doing tonight?
Too bad, my friend. How are you?
I'm all right. So
With obviously Portugal today, 33 laps, potentially.
Yep.
What is it called? Yeah, potentially wet weather. Not in quali though, because it is dry. EU2. It is dry. Well, no, EU2 went dry to wet, and same in the race. So could we have a dry race? Because EU3
don't know,
was wet.
It was ridiculous. So obviously, I raced in EU3. Quali absolute fine. Race start off dry, then about after 9 laps, it just went completely wet. And then yesterday in EU2, it rained at the very end of qualifying, so nobody could really improve on their laps. And
I tried.
And then
I failed miserably.
And then in the race, again, same thing happened in EU2 as it did in EU3. The rain showed up after lap 9. So we'll have to see if that happens today for our fastest drivers here at EU1. We've got a few of them out on the track already. I do believe it's Vaporize is the first one to be on the track, but he's been closely followed by, I believe, Dynamic. Yeah, it's Dynamic. So these two will be
still
the first...
waiting on one driver.
Yep. Cooper Fan has not joined us yet, so he'll be joining when he can, despite the 25 million invites I have given him. And obviously Charlie's also invited him a few times, so obviously you can keep trying while thing. So hopefully he gets in before the end of the session. Otherwise, he won't be able to join. If he does join when quali's finished, he won't be able to put a setup on. He'll have to run with a default setup, and that's not going to be very good. But anyway, we're going to run with Vaporizer here as the man comes down to turn 1. Obviously, heavy onto the brakes and flat, then back onto the power, flat out turn 2, back on the brakes for turn 3, then up this small elevation change around turn 4, then down to the Tour VIP of turn 5. Obviously, so if I do butcher the turn names, I'm sorry. Not my fault, I'm dyslexic. Now, obviously, round the hairpin.
I can't correct you.
Yep. Then up the hill to 6, and then to the double right-hander of 7 and 8. And there we are, Cooper Fan has finally joined. And I was going down to past 9 of Craig Jones, and up to turn 10 and 11, Portimao corner, and then back down the hill for the pretty much flat out turn 12, then on heavy brakes for the somewhat hairpin of turn 13, then round 14, which is Sarges, I think, yep. And then round turn 15, which is Galp, and then straight and up another little bit of a hill up to the line. What's the banking time going to be for Vaporizer? It's a 16.120 for the Haas driver right now. Obviously now we go on board with Dynamic.
Already smashed EU2's quali by an absolute mile.
Yep, he has indeed. As Hoff and Dobak's done, has just come across the line to finish his lap, so he's up to 2nd. And Hacker's next, he's just behind. Jones is next, up to 3rd. Then next will be Griffin, slowest of everyone so far. But bearing in mind these are banker times. Next will be Craigie across the line. Craigie, miles off the pace. But hopefully that will change later.
One thing I want to say is Hasmania is doing what I would say I am most known for in cars is going out on the mediums first.
Yep.
Want to see how he does that lap. Obviously, if there is rain coming in, it would not be the best idea to be on the mediums. I found out the hard way. And there's two cars together in the Alpine of Dynamic and the Haas of, I want to say...
Vaporizer.
It's not Vaporizer,
And 5th
is it?
place grid penalty for Dynamic Duo with a collision with Vaporizer.
That was...
I think these two. I think these two are just what? What are you? Dynamic and Vaporizer. What the frick are you two doing? Is Vaporizer going to ram him into the pits? No, he's not. But come on, guys.
I don't want to say anything, but maybe Dynamic was being held up by Vaporizer on his lap, and then he's just been taken out by the Haas.
Yeah.
But as I was speaking before that happened, Hasmania got up into 7th on medium, so
yeah.
if he improves his next lap,
then Hasmania is doing a U.
He could do it on soft. Yeah, he is doing it, and it's proud to see it.
Yep.
Could be a good thing to see.
Yep, he's also in the same team as you, so you should be proud of that. As I saw we're just going on board the Tycler, and he was like 6/10 up on his previous best lap. Up to a line for Tycler. It's 6/10 improvement, so he's into the 17s. Also, Mr. P did also improve as well. He's on a 17-1. Obviously, that is the lanky one, and I think he got in the way of lanky because he's had to back out of a lap. So that is not...
That's Mania's pitting in.
That is not the best for the Ferrari, as we've gone on board with Cornish Cook. Currently last on the time sheets, but that's not surprising. He has not set a lap yet. See, all the other drivers behind him have set one. So we'll have to see what this Salba can do.
I want to say about this.
Dynamic Duo in chat says you fought right, Charlie. So...
Psychic, mate. No,
Vaporizer hard impeding Dynamic Duo. Not a good start. And obviously Mr. P also hard impeding the lanky one. So that's already going to be 2 quali bands coming next rate. This is Cornish Cook is into the 16th and up to 4th. And Dynamic has retired from the session.
Yes. One thing I do want to say about this track is the little like long lap that you've got on the outside of the penultimate corner. You can actually go round there. You can get on your throttles so much quicker. You just carry so much more speed going down the final corner. And it doesn't invalidate you for some reason. But maybe, obviously, you guys are
Dynamic
quicker than me.
Saying, no point qualifying, got a 5th place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, you boys are quicker than me, so it's up to you if you want to do that.
To be fair, I just when in EU3 I didn't even bother with qualifying for myself. So I started from the back. I finished P4 on the road, but I screwed up because of the 12 seconds it depends. As AJ's up to the line, he's up into 3rd. And that's Rosa Sky just started a new lap. Obviously we're gonna go on board with AJ's teammate Don Ammo as they are going up to turn 7 and 8 of Samsung. There's some interesting names these corners have at the Portugal track. And it's only a small.
It's a nice track though.
It is
a really nice track.
It's nice to watch. Oh, that's a big slide from Don. That is not good. Yeah, it's a nice track. I don't like racing at it, but it's nice to watch. And obviously, being the comms guy for EU2 and 1, I get to watch it twice. So, I like it.
And you also get to watch the drama of EU2 that happened last night.
Yes.
If you guys missed it last night, it's on the Twitch and it will be on the YouTube by the end of the week. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. You can watch my supposed bottle job.
Yeah, he bottled it. What was it? Second to last? No, it was literally second to last lap. Your controller decided to murder itself.
Final sector as well. Right at the start of the final sector, my controller went, nah, not having it today. Matty Robbo's just being slightly impeded there by the Red Bull of Don Ammo, I believe, causing him to go onto the gravel. I don't think Matty will be too happy for that.
That is not good. So that's already like 3 people already going to get quality bans for next race, because that is what happens.
All depends if Matty reports it.
That's
yes.
that's if they report it. So from what I've noticed, if you impede somebody in qualifying, you get an immediate qualifying ban for the next round.
Yes.
Which
you do.
A quality ban for Baku, which is next week.
Not that big. It's not that big, to be honest.
It's not that big. It's not the worst track either, because Baku being a street circuit, starting at back is not that bad because you can avoid the chaos into turn 1. Unless you're a one Sydney and you get murdered before turn 1, like you did back in season 13. What it was. It's okay.
Yes,
I have a clip of that which I'm going to show on stream next week, just to annoy Sid.
To be fair, was it when we last went to Baku? I did last a podium. If that was my first cost podium, I was having an absolute awful season. Awful season all the way through. Cost at that point in time, I DNF'd most of the races, bar Belgium and a few others, and a bottling wins left, right, and centre. And I got a quali ban. Decided to go from, I think it was P17 on the grid. It was just last on the grid at that race, and decided, no, I'm just going to go through for a P2, then get relegated down to P3.
Right. So pretty much everybody has done laps at this point. We've got 7 drivers in the 16s, which are pretty much good, which are really good times. And then we've got a few drivers in the 17s. Obviously, hopefully those guys can improve, because they'll need to. Because these guys
practice laps at the moment. If you look on the tyre delta, he's done 6 laps on the soft tyres.
Yeah, he probably is. It would not surprise me in the slightest, to be honest. It would not.
I was just looking at the tyre delta, and I just casually see Craggy. Not only did he spin at turn 1, I believe, or turn 2, whichever way it was, he is on 6 lap old soft tyres, so he's either testing the grip of them.
Yeah, he's literally done 6 laps.
Or he's just getting that last minute practice.
Wouldn't surprise me if he is. Because to be fair, it's a really good tactic. You can just put a lot of fuel in, do some running until about 5 minutes left, then make sure you come into the pits and then do one last run. It's not bad as well, because also as well with doing that as well, you can actually test out where the track limits are, so make sure you don't get them in the race. Obviously,
one thing I am surprised with someone is PW Jones. Obviously, since Suzuka, he hasn't really.
He's not really been
there,
anywhere.
But he hasn't.
Yeah, he's been there, but not quite there. But obviously, right now, the man is in P2
he is
with us.
The closest.
To Vepreiser, who's back out on the track. So we'll have to see.
I'm assuming this will be his final qualifying run, so he won't be able to get in and out again and do a lap at the same time, unless he cuts like the whole of a sector.
Which is not allowed, as I'm aware.
No, I do not believe it is.
But anyway, I'm going to ride on board with the Haas, currently sat on pole. They need to realistically find 2 attempts to get into the 15s. If they do that, I'm pretty sure their time will probably be unbeatable unless you are Cooper.
Or PW Jones, because he is showing a lot of pace.
It's just Cooper. Like, did you not see the pole lap last week? Cooper was on pole by 0.6 of a second. He was miles ahead of the rest of the grid. But he just couldn't break away. He just couldn't break away.
But remember, you do also have Blanky improving his lap, but not going above Tasmania. But no, one thing you can say though is that everyone has their own different skill set on a track.
Oh yeah.
So it's like me, for some reason, I'm really quick at Miami and Portugal, but most of the other tracks I'm horrific.
Oh dear, that's Vaporiser's lap in the mud with that massive snap of oversteer coming out of Portimao corner, so that is not going to be the best. So I expect
Still going for it.
I expect him to come into the pits. See, there you go.
Yep.
Into the box. Now,
Hasmania's on an in lap. I want to say it's going to be the Mercedes of Matty Robbo.
I've just jumped on board with him. We'll have to see if Matty can improve.
No, he's pitting in as well.
Yeah, with 4 minutes left.
Everyone's on an in lap. No, apart from the ones that are saying out lap, obviously.
And that'll be Don Ammo, Cooper, AJ, and Jones. And they're all quite close together here. I do believe this is Donamo. No, it's AJ at the front of the queue. So right on board with the Red Bull as they are starting, which is more than likely their final run. So AJ is about 6/10 off the Vaporizer. So he'll want to try and catch back up. Oh, and he's already invalidated the first section of the track. Not a good start, AJ.
Cooper.
But
Oh, AJ.
yeah, is Cooper valid? Yep, Cooper's invalidated as well. Classic.
Wasn't even watching.
Classic Cooper.
They have time to save their ERS and go around
Oh,
again.
yeah.
It's whether they got the.
It's whether they've got the
Or
tyres
even though
for
if
it.
you put, yeah,
To be
you
fair,
can do it.
To be fair, they could probably get round again and get in and out. A lap around here only takes like 1 minute 20. And Mr. P is retired. On track.
You can.
On track.
Oh,
He's retired.
naughty.
Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. That's his teammate sliding around. Actually, never mind. There's a.
Jones purple middle sector.
Who would put up middle sector?
Jones.
Oh, he's coming out of Galp right now. Up to the line. Jones needs to find about 2.5 attempts to get anywhere near close to Vaporizer.
Look.
But he only gets 1.5 and he's... Oh, that's unfortunate. He only gets 1.5 there, so he needs to find another 10th. Well, to be exact, he needs to find 0.111. Which I find funny.
It is, yes. Currently
Right.
looking at it now, AJ's going again on a valid lap this time. Huff and Dobak's going for it at the moment. Cooper's going again. Same with Coston Ammo's not going again, because I'm pretty sure he had to give way for Cooper. Cornish is going for it. Hacko's going for it, going 3 attempts up in sector 1, but not pole.
AJ's
Craggy's
down on his lap, so AJ's doing another
not
out lap.
going. Craggy's just invalidated, so he's not going again.
No,
He does have time to get round.
Yeah, Vaporizer not even bothering. And so
Matty just improved by 3 attempts, but he has the ERS to go again.
Oh, Hoff and Dolbach just improved up to P3, a 10th behind Jones, so he goes ahead of AJ. Ty Clare up to 11th, as AJ is now starting another lap. As we're just looking on board of a Cooper. He's waiting for the rest of the.
Tasmania improving by 3 attempts. He's going again though. Both drop. One thing I'm noticing between drivers, they're not just doing 1 lap intervals like how you see in EU2 and 3. They go out twice. They must fuel up enough to where they can just go out twice and use the first out lap to find where all the grip is on the fresher tyres.
Oh dear, Craggy's off the session.
I am on that, and they used the second lap to proper push it.
And that's put him in the pit, so Craggy's not going to be able to improve. So again, Craggy's having a bit of a stinker in qualifying, but to be fair, that didn't phase him last week. I believe Craggy qualified P8 last week and easily got up the grids as the lanky one has invalidated his lap. Jones is in the pit, so he won't be getting out
Craggy
again.
joining the session again.
Hacko up to 4th. I didn't quite see it. Probably saw it on stream. The Hacko improves up to 4th. AJ is retired from the session. Cooper needs a good lap if he wants to fight at the front. Cooper across this.
Matty is off at turn 1.
Oh dear.
Oh, hold on. We've missed Matty go up to P9.
Hello.
Matty, where did that come from?
Man's probably like, no idea.
No, one thing Matty did say in the
chat. Just noting these quality tactics for the next race. Don Ammo up to 5th.
Don Ammo going up above AJ.
Teammate. Cooper only just improves ahead of AJ, but doesn't improve enough. Cornish Cook improves ahead of AJ. And I do believe the last one across line will be the lanky one, but he's invalidated his lap even though it was faster. See.
Anyone else left the lobby that needs an invite back before we get into the race, in case that glitch happens? What happened to Biker Craig last night?
I don't know. Well, qualifying is finished, so...
So wait for Matty to get round.
Yeah, we'll just wait for Matty to get round.
Matty, if you can hear me, take as long as you need. Just take your time a bit for a moment. You're waiting. Is that rain? Don't know. What was that? Matty, just don't go in the pit lane. Matty, don't go in the pit lane. Matty, don't go in
Now,
the pit
he
lane.
knows I hate this. He does it on... He's doing it on purpose. He's doing it on
it's raining,
purpose
by
to
the
annoy
way.
me.
It's raining.
Now, the rain... Oh, no. Foreshadowing.
Are we...
Okay,
in for
he's not doing... Okay. Thank you, Matty.
Are we in for an EU1 wet race tonight? I
That's the
wonder.
point. I never asked BK if it was raining for AM2.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, God.
We could be in for a watch out race weekend. Let's just...
This is rare, so
I'm going to
anyway.
quickly load up the... I would load up the EU,
So anyway,
the EU2
quickly we'll just go through
AM2 race.
Finally go through the final classification. So Vaporize on pole, then Jones, Hoffendorbach, Hacko, Donamo, Cooper, Cornish, AJ, Mike Robert, Craigie, Griffin, Rosa Sky, Tyler Clay, Mr. P, Hasmania, Lanky One, and obviously Dynamic Duo at the back. Now, setting a lap because man got a little annoyed with Dynamic.
Vaporizer impeding him.
Sorry, yeah, Dynamic got a bit annoyed with Vaporizer, but obviously now we move on to the race. So, Charlie, it's not a cloud in the sky. What is this? Rigged.
But
That's the point.
that was the same.
Wait, that's the point. Matty, give us some inside information. Any rain? Any rain in this race? Please. I want to know. Tell me, Matty. Tell me right now.
The AM2
Rigged.
race was a dry race by the looks of it.
Nah, this is rigged. EU1 gets drier, and me and Charlie in EU2 and 3 have to suffer with rain. What is this? Rigged. Rigged.
To be fair, I wasn't doing that bad.
Neither was I. I finished P4. I was happy with that. Obviously, now we are waiting for the drivers to finish their setups, finalize their race strategies, and sort their fuel consumption out. And then we should and Matty Robert has given us inside information of the weather, and he says it's going to be dry to light cloud, could quite be overcast at the end.
Rigged.
Oh, yeah, it's rigged. Right, I swear my teammate is against me. So Nathan in chat, who's my teammate in EU3, is against me. He was saying to well done Matty for winding me up. It's like, come on guys, what is this? Why are we against the penguin? Like, what has the penguin done to you guys? Actually, Nathan Don answered that.
That's my job.
Yeah.
That's my job.
But anyway.
Oh, 5 red lights. Here we go.
Lights are on. 4, 5. And away we go for the Portuguese Grand Prix. Looks like a decent getaway for Vaporizer, but it's an even better one for Jones. He's almost alongside of Vaporizer into turn 1, but not quite there, as Cooper's already got past Don Ammo into turn 1, as you saw behind. Looks like AJ might even get past his teammate as well. Down the inside, might even try to get past Cooper, and Craigie's already made 2 places already. Craigie's been a rocket ship on that one here. And he's up. Oh, and
Don Ammo.
Don Ammo's round, so Craigie's gained 3 on this upper lap. We got a 4 wide moment in the background there. Oh, and there's contact. Dynamic.
Matty's hit his teammate.
That's only because Dynamic's down his inside. So the 4 wide was Dynamic, the 2 Mercedes, and I think one of the was the Aston Martin of Mr. P.
Of Lanky. It was the Ferrari of Lanky. He's got front wing damage on the left end plate.
Yeah, so was a Dynamic. He's also got front wing damage, but missing your end plates is not that bad from what I've seen. Anyway, back on with the leaders, but I can't believe I almost missed that 4 wide moment. So Hoffendorbach here under a bit of pressure from Hacko behind, but this is to be expected because mediums versus softs. So that is going to be interesting, and I assume Charlie's going to tell me in a second what the tyres are looking like, because obviously Vaporizer is on the softs.
Right, the top three are on now. The top three, well, top two are soft. Huff and Dome at mediums. Hacko is soft. P5 down to P7 are all on the mediums.
Oh, Cooper down the inside of Hacko!
Griffin and
Oh, contact! Yep, sorry for cutting you off there, Charlie. But Cooper was trying to make a bit of an ambitious move there on Hacko, as Hacko's now going to try and go down the inside of turn 5 on Hoffendorfer, because a little bit deep, so Hoffendorfer could get the switch back here. Side by side, these two are as we come up the hill to turn 7 and 8, but Hoffendorfer's back ahead. But because of this, they've lost 2 whole seconds to the front two. And Hoffendorfer with a small wiggle, and Craiggie's past AJ. And AJ's also got passed by Griffin as well. So Craiggie's had a lightning first couple laps.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Matty was nearly round there. He was coming up the double right-hander on the exit, the second one, the one where you lose traction the most. It's just where his tyres just went, nope, not having it. But as I was saying with the tyres, Griffin and Tighley are the only others on the soft compared to AJ Cornish and Red was straight down to last.
So I was going to say, the tyre wear is not that bad around here, as it looks like Hoffendorfer's going to get double overtaken here by Hacko and Cooper, as Cooper's already passed both of them, and Hacko's on the inside, so Cooper up to third, ahead of both of them. Now Craigie will look to trace
AJ and Griffin are going around the outside of each other, going into turn 4 now.
Yep,
we have seen incidents here last night.
Yeah,
last night, sorry.
Last night,
but
and
they make it through cleanly.
Yep. They kept it clean.
Griffin's going to go for it again by the looks of it.
Nope, he's not. Not quite close enough. As the Dynamic is up into 11th. Mr. P has passed Hasmania. But yeah.
Mr. P and Hasmania are still side by side though. Hasmania backs out, goes for a switch back by the looks of it. No, he's backing out of that as well. And then we also missed Matty getting past Lanky, and Cost on Ammo is catching up. Vaporizer spun!
Oh, I was about to say, where is Vaporizer? He just
round.
Oh no, what's happened there? Is it contact or did he drop it himself? That we'll never know, but now...
like how we did in quali.
Oh dear, so that means now Jones is all by himself. 2.5 seconds ahead of Cooper and his teammate. Obviously, with Vaporizer spinning, he has dropped all the way down to 9th. But luckily for him, he is in the DRS of Tyclair ahead, as Cooper has been overtaken into turn 1 by Hacko, thanks to DRS assist for Hacko. So it is now currently a Williams 1-2. I'm not going to be saying that very often. As the Haas boys have swapped places and Dynamic is into the top 10. Oh god, Dynamic and Vaporizer have been close to each other's recipe for disaster. Because they had to come together in quality as... Sorry.
I think Vaporizer will make his way back up through the field anyway quite quickly.
Yeah, he will do. Soft compared
to Cornish Cook has, I believe he's dropped down quite a bit. Let's have a quick look.
Yeah, well,
yeah, Cornish, obviously, Cornish is off the start other than Dynamo and Vaporizer. He's lost the most positions, dropping down 5.
Yeah, well,
Dynamics
here.
On a charge.
Vaporizer up the inside of Tyclair, but goes a little bit deep, so Tyclair's going to try to come back at him round the outside. But obviously, well, no, softs versus soft, so... But no, Vaporizer up into 8th, but is out the DRS of Griffin. So he will be susceptible to Tyclair, but obviously Tyclair has DRS to defend from Dynamic Duo. So, got a lot of mayhem. And what I'm surprised as well, PW Jones is actually getting away from Cooper and Hacker. Oh, as Tyclair was trying to go past Vaporizer there, but losing the Empire, as Dynamic Duo is the first person to pick up 3 seconds for track limits after lap 5.
5 laps as well. Wasn't Dynamic giving it large last night to the EU2 lads are getting a lot of track limits penalties?
Oh, and he's gone down
turned.
He's gone down the inside there of Tyclair into turn 5 and gets the move and job done. So he'll be after a said Vaporizer, who was trying really hard here to catch up to Griffin, but for some reason Vaporizer is not having a good time because he's wiggling and wobbling all over the place. But one thing is what is surprising me, PW Jones is actually getting away. Oh, and Zveprez having another snap of steer there out of turn 11. So that is not going to help him.
Cooper's now up into P2, but he isn't gaining at all because I'm pretty sure Hacko is staying within that range of where he can fight off Cooper to just allow PW Jones to run.
I just noticed Craggy's up past Huff and Dobak, but the side by side here. Nope, Huff and Dobak just has to go back behind. So Craggy's actually made up 6 places in these first few laps. But obviously,
this is why he's a champion so far.
Yeah,
he was champion of EU2 last season. Yep. But he is currently the leader of EU1.
Yep.
He's gone up a tier and he's saying, let's have it.
Oh, Hacko!
Oh, Hacko hit Cooper.
Oh, Craggy a bit deep. Often Dobak might get a chance here to go up the inside. Side by side, these two are both on the same compound tyre. But obviously, Craggy being on the inside gets that place back. But because of that, they've dropped... No, I was about to say, they did drop out of DRS, but Hacko made a small mistake. He could drop out of DRS of Cooper. And, well, he could do. Depends if he has a fast middle sector here. So I'm starting to think these softs don't last as long as the strategy Delta tells them. But obviously,
when I was running softs last night, they were starting to go around lap. I could feel it around lap 6, but it really dropped off at around lap 8.
Well, put it this way,
I don't think they'll go any longer.
But put it this way, somehow Cooper he's dropped Hacko, but is not really catching Jones as Hacko's gonna get overtaken by Craggy. And who is that? Just lost a bit of front wing there. Oh, it's Huff and Dobak as he's
going for the inside on Cornish Kirk. Sorry to cut you off. That is an absolute textbook move. Now will he go for the move on the Ferrari? No. Mr. Cornish Kirk will not make a return fight. Matthew Robbo is getting attacked by his teammate. The two
Hacko down the inside of Huff and Dobak, pushing them both wide. And this has allowed this is disastrous for them. Because both him and Huff and Dobak have dropped so far back now from AJ and Craggy. Oh, and Hacko with a bit of a snap of oversteer there. As Huff and Dobak round the outside at turn 9. And is ahead going on to turn 10. As Griffin gets to try and send one. Oh, Griffin tried to send one up the inside of Hacko there, but a little bit of contact there. Obviously, he's going to try again as Griffin. Is Griffin the Alpine trying to send it, but doesn't quite get it and does not have the power to try and go around the outside of that Williams. Hacko's having a bit of a mare right now, but
I think he's trying to get around the outside of Matthew Robbo going into the penultimate corner. With Costa and Ammo has arrived on the scene now. We've got a huge train all the way from the Ferrari of Ty Clear in 12th all the way to last. Cornish Kirk going for the move. Hasmania, they're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. There's another moment down behind him. Front wing damage for the Ferrari of Ty Clear. Has Matty Robbo going off the track. Hasmania with front wing damage. He's hit the Red Bull of Don Ammo. Don Ammo's looking like he's got front wing damage now. He does. Don Ammo's back down to last with Hasmania now in 16th. And Lanky up 1 place.
Oh dear, that is some havoc at the back, but obviously I was riding on board at the front, and I don't know if you missed it, but I do believe I saw Vaporizer not making not 1, not 2, but a triple overtake. It might even be, yeah, it was a triple overtake. He got past Huffendubber, Griffin and Hacko on 1 straight. And look at this, he's almost broken DRS from Hacko. Vaporizer now on the move as Huffendubber and Dynamic are squabbling over 8th place, but all this fighting, and with all this fighting Huffendubber and Hacko did is ruin their races. So as well, Huffendubber picked up wing damage as well, so that is not the best. That is not the best.
Pushing, what's it called? He's pushing Dynamic Duo that pretty much around the last corner, but also missing out on the fact Cooper is 4.1 seconds ahead. Excuse me for coughing. Matty's now got past Ty Clear towards the back. A textbook move down into turn 1, and the Ferraris, both Ferraris, looking to have front wing damage.
Yeah,
It's not looking good for both of their Ferraris.
I'm just wondering as well, because obviously Cooper was like 1.7 ahead of his own teammate. So I'm just wondering if Cooper sacrificed his own race to help his teammate. Because Cooper was about under 3 seconds behind PW Jones. But obviously he's dropped back to help his teammate defend from AJ. Which could be smart, could be not. But it depends. Obviously they're both on the medium tyres, so is AJ. But I'm pretty sure at this point, those soft tyres on PW Jones will now be dying as we got yellow flags in Sector 3. Cornish Cook is off the road.
Lost out on a battle where this mini battle in like the mini train towards the back, they're just going at it every corner, round and round and round.
Yeah.
They're not giving each other the space and desire that they need to get around this track.
But I
if
just saw
PW Jones was to pit about now, he would Hasmania's in the box.
Does he have no front wing?
That's an early stop. Must have front wing damage, I believe. So he
major
does.
Front wing damage. But no,
PW Jones starting to lose the rear on the braking.
Missing, and it's not changing his wing. He's double stopping. He's gone into a set of mediums. He's double stopping. That is a 2-stop. Then
I think he's predicting a later safety car.
Yeah, well, if a late safety car...
Get the front wing done then.
Oh! Craigie with a bit of a snap out of turn 8 there, so he's almost dropped out of the DRS of his teammate. But looks like Cooper's...
Equalizer can't drop Hacko at all. Those soft tyres are done. He's not going. He's not going at all. In fact, he's losing time to Craigie ahead.
Yeah, he is. He's 4 seconds off the back of AJ and Craigie. Obviously, Cooper needs to slow down a little bit to get his team back in DRS so he can defend from AJ, but it does not look like it. Nope, as they've crossed the DRS detection point, he's not in it. He might be back in it now, but he does not have DRS on his teammate. But I think he's far enough ahead of AJ to keep the place. Obviously, like, Cooper's got a big chance to win today, but he needs to really start... He needs to drop his teammate and stop helping him and start bolting to try and catch Jones. Because the medium tyres at this point should surely be better than...
Sector 3, Hasmania is round again. Tie clear in the box.
Yep, so people starting to come
this
in.
hasn't been a race for... It's mostly the soft runners. Tie clear change. Going on to another set of mediums for tie clear.
And changing that wing as well. So that's going to be a big thing. But Cooper losing more time to Jones. So...
Hasmania's in the pit again.
And is retired from the session, so that is Hasmania absolute giving up. So that is a shame. I've only just noticed that chat, I do apologise. Nathan in chat has redeemed, done a race redeem for 5,000 channel points of choose a driver, and he's chose Don Ammo, and man is down in 14th. So we'll go watch him for a bit. And there we go, Hasmania has left the session, so obviously Don Ammo here trying to chase down the lanky one. Obviously I've not been paying attention to chat, so I don't know how long ago Nathan actually redeemed that. So I do apologise, there's just too much action to keep track of. Obviously Cooper again's got his teammate. Dynamic has passed Hacko. Yeah.
Hacko's going back for it though. Huge lockup from one of the drivers. They can't really see with the camera angle, but he backs out of it. I'm surprised the soft tyre runners have got so much pace.
Yeah,
Huff and Dobak still going with that front wing damage.
Yeah.
But Vaporizer is starting to get that gap away from Dynamic Duo.
I think this is where I should be like, Charlie, have a look at have a look for the entire grid, see how many drivers actually have front wing damage, because I think it's a lot. Because I know both, obviously, Highclere did have wing damage, but he's pitted, so he's repaired his. Don Ammo has wing damage. Cornish doesn't. Lanky does. Does Matty?
Dynamic does. No.
Mr. P doesn't. Rosa Sky doesn't. He's also on the. He's on the back of this little train that's being led by Vaporizer.
He dropped it coming out of the third to last corner, so he's handed the place to Huff and Dobak, unless he's playing the DRS game. Griffin, no damage. Rosa Sky, no damage. PW, P, no damage. Matty,
So
I'll see one for Sorry.
So yeah, Vaporizer wasn't able to drop Hacker, but Hacker's lost 2 places, and but Vaporizer's been able to drop Dynamic as Cost Ammo is
Dynamo's in the
into
box.
And I do believe.
Let's have a look what tie's going on. Front wing change and another pair of mediums.
I do believe Mighty Robot either got Pa.
Oh, pards for Dynamo. So shades.
Yeah, so. Oh, Pablo has appeared in chat. Pablo has shown up at last. Pablo plays in chat like, how is Matty not P1? Holy Mercedes disaster class. Yeah, it kind of is. Hasmania didn't have the best race, so he's like bolted. Matty here just outside the points, but he's 5 seconds adrift from Rosa Sky. So I don't think he's gonna catch. I don't think he's gonna catch.
Cost on ammo actually could be, if he drops Ty Clear, doesn't have to fight with Ty Clear. Well, no, that's where he came out as.
That's the point.
He doesn't allow Ty Clear to gain.
Mediums?
Yes, he did. Ty Clear's got to stop again.
Nathan in chat like, Pablo turns up and the Mercs are under pressure. Yep, they are. As Griffin and Hacker are both into the box. Both of these do have wing damage, so we'll have to see if they get it repaired. Oh, I think Griffin. Wait, did they both have wing damage? No, wait, no, Griffin doesn't. But I know Hacker. No, neither of them did.
Griffin did.
No, it must be the other Alpine.
Ooh. Oh yeah, well yeah, because we know Dynamic has a.
You know what? I'm not gonna say it because if I say it, it'll jinx the rest of the grid.
Say it.
Okay, fine. So, Dynamic Duo is still the only person after 14 laps to pick up penalties, and he picked it up on lap 5, but has not picked up any more since then. I don't think, as Craggy has gone ahead of Cooper. But I think that might have been tactical, so it's Cooper's turn to be like, I'm going to hold up AJ for you, Craggy. You can go. Go chase down Jones, who is still is actually getting away.
Lots of people.
Like, Jones is on the soft tyre, and he's now into the box. We're going to stay on board with Jones to see where he comes back out.
Let's should be coming out around Matty.
I'd say around Matty P and Mr. P. We'll have to have a look.
No, he's coming out. He's going to come out before that, by the looks of it.
No, he's going to come out behind him, actually. No, he's going to come out just ahead of Lanky, I think.
Cornish. It'll be in between.
It'll be in between. What the?
What?
We called that on stream, right? We called that on stream, right? Right?
I saw that.
I'm sorry, what just happened to Lanky? What? 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 That's probably one of the craziest bugs I have ever seen. And Lanky showed up in chat being like, what was that? Yeah, me and... I'm sorry, I clearly chose the best time to spectate Lanky, and he does a literal backflip on the main street. How he's done that? So there must be like an invisible bump there or something, so Lanky just does a full 360 almost.
Wing damage on that.
No, he already had wing damage. That's the funny thing.
Oh, what, did he not repair it?
Lanky hasn't even boxed yet.
Has he not?
And Red Devil in
chat
asked, Red Devil asking, was that contact with someone? No, he was nowhere near anyone. He just hit an invisible bump, but that invisible bump decided, nope, you're going in the air. As Vaporizer is the latest person into the box.
I think that allows the reset to track anyway. Even if he wasn't flipped upside down.
He was upside down. So I think he'll be allowed to reset to track there. And plus, he did it in a safely manner as well. So I think he will be excused from that. But that was a funny moment though. I want to see the Lanky after stream, obviously because I saw you in. If you can hear me, Lanky, please. I want to see a clip of that after the race, please. I want to see that from your POV because that was funny. But anyway,
I was watching him
Yeah,
And
so was
all you see on the broadcast camera, because I was following him down around the final corner, you see obviously the nice swooping camera. Then you see it, all you just see is just his like front wing to pop up. It reminded me of like Jan Mardenborough at the Nürburgring. If any of you don't know what that crash was like, watch the Gran Turismo movie, or see the crash on TikTok or YouTube. Yeah. It just reminded me of that. It's just the way the car popped up.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, back to the racing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, back
PW
to the
Jones is in a
racing.
massive fight with Matty Robbo, and he's got the move done on Matty and Mr.
Yep.
P. Good, brilliant move.
Yeah, well, he is the
But
net race
obviously,
leader, because obviously a few other people have pit. So let's see who have actually pitted. So Jones, Vaporizer, Hacker, Griffin, Tycler, and Don Ammo have all pitted so far. Obviously as well, PW Jones was the race leader when he pitted. So he'll want to try and get up, back through the grid as fast as possible. So right now it is a McLaren 1-2 with Cooper leading Craigie. Obviously before the pit stops, these guys were about 4 seconds behind Jones, and Jones is that Williams is like a rocket ship right now.
I think we're going to see a PW Jones masterclass tonight, if we're not already seeing one.
Yeah, well, it should have been the PW Jones and the Vaporizer show, but Vaporizer dropped it himself out of turn 11. But that sucked for him. As Hoffendoback
it's like he took notes on me last night.
Yeah, well, Hoffendoback and Dynamic are fighting as Jones gets fastest lap of the race at 1:18.864. And that is on the medium tyre. Obviously now
Vaporizer's on the move.
Yep, Vaporizer finally back into the top 10. And obviously now has to try and catch 8 seconds to Mr. P and Matty Robbo. I
don't think they've pit yet. I know Matty hasn't.
No, neither of them are pitted.
Neither of them have.
The highest person that's pitted is... so the ones that have pitted are Jones, Vaporizer, Griffin, Hacko, Tycler, and Dolmamo. And now Lanky is pit. So that, but still, obviously, I feel sorry for Lanky. He must have been like, "Whoa, what the frick?"
Yeah.
But anyway, back on with this racing. Obviously, the top 3 here, not really changing positions at all. Like Craigie just doesn't seem to want to get past Cooper at all. They're not like doing DRS swap into a thing. As AJ is into the box, as Tycler picks up 3, as AJ picks up 10. Seconds. AJ, what are you doing? Oh no! AJ picked up 10 for speeding in the pit lane. As Hoffendoback is also into the box. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure now would be the perfect time for these medium runners to box for those soft compound tyres. Because PW Jones made those soft tyres last about 14 laps before he decided to pit. As Vaporizer gets the new fastest lap of the race at 1:18.03. Sorry, 18.301. But yeah. Pablo in chat saying lanky when you don't get extra point for style points, bud. So AJ actually comes out ahead of Vaporizer, but not by much. And I assume AJ is on the soft tyre, so he will be our rocket ship right now. As Cornish Cook is now the latest one into the box. And
yeah, he's already dropped Vaporizer out that corner.
Yeah, so, yep, medium. So, people who start on the mediums are doing the reverse strategy. So, we'll have to see which one of these McLarens is going to be the first in. I would assume it'd probably be Craigie, or it could be Cooper, I don't know.
Say Cooper.
Nope, Cooper, yep, you're
Cooper.
right, Cooper's in. So, Cooper's in, probably to try and cover off AJ. Now, we're going to ride on board of AJ, see where Cooper comes out compared to AJ. Obviously, Cooper's in the pitch right now, but AJ is in a bit of traffic right now. He's got he's got Mr. P and Matty Robbo ahead for traffic. And like I say, he's already dropped Vaporizer.
Cooper going on to the softs.
Where's
AJ about?
AJ is on the pit straight now, but I think Cooper's already
AJ's, this going to be tight going into 1.
This is going to be tight, and
this could be close here.
He's ahead of Matty Robbo, and more importantly, he is ahead of Cooper. But more importantly for Cooper,
Vaporizer.
he is actually ahead of Vaporizer
as well,
which I think is what I think that's what he was trying to do. So Craigie will have to pit this lap. Obviously, PW Jones has got 15 seconds to catch.
AJ's got past Mr. P.
Yep, AJ up into third, which is
Now,
effectively a net is what is P2 for him. Obviously, with that 10-second time penalty, that's actually going to drop him. If the race was to finish now, it would actually drop him behind Hoff and Dobak, as Cooper's already passed Matty Robert, as Matty Robert is in the grass. Sorry, not grass. He's in the gravel.
Matty, you were doing so well.
Yep. And Cooper's actually picked up wing damage from that, actually. Cooper's actually picked up wing damage. Really? Yeah. So,
oh no, the race
good.
is already in PW Jones's hands.
Yep,
and now it's gone even more into his hand. And Craggy's in the box. Where will he come out? He'll come out within this scuffle.
He'll probably come out
Obviously,
just behind,
he got that little bit of...
As Mr. P is now into the pits. It's going to be close. He's either going to be ahead or
he's going to come
behind.
out right on top of the Hassan Cooper.
No, he's going to come out right in front of... Nope. But just behind. That was close. But yeah, he's just behind. Obviously, these guys are 2 seconds off AJ now. But AJ, on the soft tyres, is 5.7 seconds behind Jones. But that gap is slowly going down, down and down. And with about 13 laps to go, AJ could maybe catch Jones before the end. Obviously, he needs to try and catch him quickly, otherwise those soft tyres are going to be a goner before the end. Because obviously he's been on those tyres. If I just bring the tyres up 1 second. Obviously, Matty Robert's not pit, by the way. He's done 20 laps on those medium tyres. So Jones has been on the medium 6 laps, where AJ's been on the softs 2 laps. So, but that
Pablo, the only reason why Matty is P6 is because 1, he hasn't pit yet. Excuse me, and 2, he's I can't think of it, and I'm coughing like mad, sorry.
He's coughing and spluttering.
He's kept his nose clean. He's kept his nose clean the whole race. There hasn't really been any incidents yet.
I think Matty's finally into the pits. So let's see where he comes out. I would assume he'll probably come out behind Don Ammo, because I think
he'll come out. I reckon he'll come out around the Red Bull.
I think he got involved with Cooper, because I think that's how Cooper is missing his wing. It's Matty Rob. He got
maybe
contact between him and Matty Robbo. Obviously, as well. Craggy go for a bit of a send here on Vaporizer. Side by side, these two are on exit, but Craggy still side by side as going up to turn 7 and 8. But Craggy sweeping around the outside and gets the move done, as Dom Ammo is the latest person to pick up 3 seconds for track limit violations. But Craggy into 4th now. And obviously right now with AJ's 10 seconds, it will actually drop him to obviously still behind Hoff and Dobak in P8. So
he's just getting a 10-month subscription to watch more of this wonderful action of the EU side. Obviously, coming up at 2 AM EU time, we've got the our American friends in the lake over the pond. I'm not having it today. Yes, Piney, do not laugh at me.
Yes, our American friends were across the pond, is what he was trying to say.
Alright, 2 AM UK time, 9 PM Eastern time. If you want to go check that out, if any of you sane people are going to be awake at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Obviously, we appreciate the sub from Pureblades, 10 months of Prime. Very nice. Thank you for the love and continued support of the contest. Hopefully we'll bring you some... Oh, God, even I'm forgetting what to say now. God, we're great commentators, aren't we? We're just washed.
Yeah,
we're washed commentators.
Yes, well, seeing as we both drive and you commentate 2 tiers, you pretty much do everything on the EU side. It's annoying and stressful, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it.
I was gonna say, I don't do everything. If I want to start doing everything, I need to become an admin for COS, and then also need to be a steward for COS as well. Then I'll do everything.
Yes.
But yeah. Obviously. But anyway, let's forget about that.
No.
Obviously,
also, you need to start winning races.
Craggy has finally got past to his teammate, and obviously his teammate is struggling to drop Vaporizer, and obviously Vaporizer on the mediums compared to Cooper's soft tyres. The gap between
I
AJ and
was Cooper.
Jones is 4.8 seconds.
It's coming down quick. But if I was Cooper now with the front wing damage, I would hold up Vaporizer and let Craigie go.
Yeah, he probably will. So obviously
At
Cooper
the moment,
again.
AJ will drop behind Vaporizer.
Yeah, so Cooper needs to do the teammate thing here and just let his teammate go. But to be fair, I think they are slowly catching AJ at the minute. We'll see if Cooper can stay with his teammate but keep Vaporizer behind. The McLaren boys can get a double podium. Obviously, the third step on the podium won't be good enough for Cooper. He'll probably complain about it, but he'll be like, I should have won, man. I'm calling right now. If Cooper comes,
Robert going for a switchback move on Costronamo. Sorry for interrupting you, but that was a beautiful move. Matty here, on the soft tyres compared to Mr. P, who is on soft, but he's on older softs, and Rosa Sky being on softs as well. But Matty Robbo is on the youngest pair of softs, I believe. Yes, he can hit points. Pardon?
Offenburg never repaired his wing damage. I just seen it. He still has wing damage. But clearly the end plate missing, clearly not affecting these cars. Clearly. Stayed ahead of Hacko and Griffin on DRS as we got yellow flags.
Costronamo has had an incident. It's Costronamo. Did he have a little spin maybe?
Yeah, a little.
I won't watch him, but
he's got going again, but he's
Cornish going on for a move for Ty Clear now, going into turn 1.
Donamo into the
pits. Gets moved done before the corner.
I would assume that's probably to pit for softs to the end.
Yep, soft tires going on that Red Bull.
Soft tires going on that Red Bull. The lanky one, as Dynamic has picked up another 3 seconds for track limits, and lanky one has avoided the bump to send him into a flip earlier in this race, which is a funny moment. Yeah, Craigie is actually closing in on AJ. AJ's not catching Jones as fast anymore, but Craigie's actually caught.
He's also holding up Vaporizer.
Craigie's caught half a second as Vaporizer is looking to try and make the move on Cooper behind and gets the job done into turn 1. Vaporizer up into 4th. Oh, it looks like Craigie had a moment
had so
there.
much overspeed there.
No,
Craigie had a moment.
No, Craigie had a moment. He lost 4 attempts to AJ in the first 3 corners. So Craigie had a little bit of a moment there. So that is not the best. So maybe those soft tyres are not working. Oh god, he's had another wobble there coming out of turn 5. So Craigie's going to be here under a lot of pressure. So maybe these soft tyres are not working for these guys. Maybe you should have done what Jones and Vaporizer did. Started on the soft tyres. Because I think at this point, like, obviously AJ is still closing to Jones, but not closing fast enough. And I think right now he does have a big enough gap to Hoffendoback, so he shouldn't.
Yes, he does.
He shouldn't drop
the
behind
2 seconds. With the 2 second gap that he's got to 2.5 second gap to Craigie, he'll only drop down to 5th.
Yeah, behind the Cooper.
Hoffendoback doesn't get within 7.5 seconds, I believe.
No, it wouldn't even be 7.5 because 2.5, then half, then another 0.5, then 0.7. That's like 3.5, 3.5. But yeah, no, he's. I think he's fine. AJ will only drop behind Hoffendoback. But obviously, Vaporizer here looking to try and push past Craigie here to get back onto the podium. Obviously, he's got a guaranteed podium at the minute with AJ picking up 10 for speeding in the pits. But I think man wants more.
Keep gaining on Mr. P ever so slightly.
Yep, yeah.
One thing, these guys, I'm pretty sure a lot of these drivers are running high downforce setups.
Well, this is a high downforce track with all its
I was running low downforce last night.
Well, you're a madman then.
It wasn't too bad. It was like, because all the corners are high speed, even though you need, I would say you need downforce or high speed corners. That having like, I think what was I running? I was running something ridiculous. It's just me, I do. No, I was running like, yeah, it doesn't matter. It was working enough to where I could pull away from Steljo, but I think the lowest I've seen would have been, I think someone was on about in the Discord like running like 36, 44. So I'd say that's probably,
Interesting.
it's still quite low for this track.
Oh, Vipers on
Ray
the
Price has
outside.
got past Craigie.
Yep, round the outside at turn 1. Interesting place to make a move. Obviously, Craigie will probably try to get back past with the DRS assist from now. Maybe try and get the move done down on the inside up to turn 5. Not quite close enough.
It's taken out 1.5 seconds out of Mr. P in a lap.
That is
Matty
huge.
could actually get points. He could get points.
Yeah, well, he's got to get past Mr. P, then he's got to get 7 seconds to Rosa Sky. Obviously, right
And if
now,
he keeps up this pace where he's taking out 1.5 seconds a lap on pretty much both of them.
yeah.
Because Rosa Sky's on the old, other than Huff and Dobak and AJ and Cornish, Rosa Sky's on the next person with really old tyres.
Costano with fastest lap of the race at a 1:18.033. Obviously as well, AJ now, I've just noticed, he's got, the Hako is 10 seconds behind Cooper, so AJ's got guaranteed 5th now. But he's flirting with just under 4 seconds to PW Jones, but I think with 4 to go as Craigie gets past, Vaporizer into turn 1. But I feel yeah, as I said, these guys I don't think are catching back up as Hoffendorf's back past Hako. But these guys here, the 2 McLarens and Vaporizer, are not gaining enough on AJ. If anything, they're actually losing time. A couple laps to go, the gap was about 2 seconds, now 3. As Rosa Sky's picked up 3 seconds.
Come on, Matty, go!
Listen to Charlie cheering for Matty. Biased much.
No, it's the fact that he's one, a Mercedes teammate of mine, and 2, he's had a very unlucky season, I would say.
Well, so far.
So he's been towards the back most of the season. And...
Oh, Mr. P's made a mistake, so let's just give Matty the position for free. So now Matty needs to try and catch about 4.
He needs to try and scat 4 seconds.
About 4 seconds he's to catch the Rosa Sky
4
to get
seconds in
points.
4 laps. Matty, if you can hear me, that's a second a lap.
Yep, that is pretty much true, because obviously the front runners are starting lap 30 as Vaporizer is back ahead of Craigie. Yeah, Craigie is not ever. Obviously, I was expecting Craigie to be in at the front, but not having the best of races as Hako is getting past.
Oh no!
And Mr. P has left the session. Oh dear.
Everyone's left the session for me.
Nope, you have. So that is.
Oh no.
That is unfortunate. I've lost Charlie and I've lost Mr. P. And Mr. P has been. Mr. P's AI has pitted him. Mr. AI is.
No, get Mr. P back in first.
I don't have him added. I have to.
Oh no, I'm the one who has him added.
Oh dear, I'm gonna have to quickly invite a Charlie quickly. So you're gonna see a bit of a pause. So if you give me a second, I get my co-coms back in, and then he should be able to get Mr. P back in. So as Costamo, new fastest lap of race again.
Watching the stream, I will get you back in. Don't worry. In fact, from what I'm watching on the stream, Matty's only 6 seconds in behind Rosa Sky. All he needs is 3 seconds to go.
Matty P10E
Mr.
coming.
P
Go. Pablo saying push. Matty Rowan picks up 3 seconds for chat limits. Oh no.
Matty, you donut.
Oh no.
Let's get Mr. P back in before he gets really upset. If I have him. Mr. P, there you go.
Oh, but that's not good for Matty. He's in P11.
Oh, hang on. Hako and Griffin were just going at it then.
Oh, Griffin's round!
Oh,
and Hako's off the road! I was spectating this. I have perfect feeling, but contact between Hako and Griffin. So Hako's dropped 2 seconds off Hoffendorf, and Griffin's outside of the second on Hako. That is
Albert Connor
unfortunate.
putting Williams actually being useful at Portugal. Yes, indeed. And also Pablo saying that now I'm done. I'm never coming into a stream again. First Charlie in Brazil, and now
Wait,
this.
why is Dynamic just dropped so much time to? Why is it just dropped behind
See?
Rosa Sky and dropped into P10? What are you doing, Dynamic? Did you say a message and I just missed it in chat?
He's spun.
Oh, he spun. Oh, well, he's.
This does also. It
I-
does put Matty in the close enough range to where Dynamics, I'm pretty sure, has got 6 seconds of penalties.
Dynamic has 6 seconds spent. No, Dynamic is slowing down as well. Look at the gap between himself and Matty. It's going down.
Oh my lord.
Oh, Dynamic in chat said, "Shall I ease off?" So Dynamic is respectively dropping back to let Matty. He's now gonna go in. He's actually getting out the way for Matty. He's actually letting Matty through.
Dear.
He's actually letting Matty have points.
Is Mr. P's not joined back?
I don't think so. Let's go up to.
No, I've invited him.
No, he's still ghosted. He's
Yeah,
still ghosted.
I have invited. Maybe he's just so annoyed that the little game bugging.
So yeah, Dynamic is just let Matty Robbo through. Why I don't know, but I bet Matty Robbo is happy with that because obviously he probably has stream in the background and probably hearing this. So Dynamic just considered race position. He was in P9. He wasn't in danger of losing 2 places to Rosa Sky, but all of a sudden just dropped back to let Matty through for a point. Obviously, if he does get back past, he has like 6 seconds of pens. We'll just put on the pens.
It's the last lap. Hang on, it's the last lap now.
Well, we're on the starting last lap. Well, PW Jones has just led from pretty much start to finish. As soon as he overtook Vaporizer, pretty much has led from start to finish. Obviously, we're gonna stay on board with him.
What a comeback drive though for Vaporizer.
Oh dear, Cooper picks up for
3 seconds. It's
oh
went mad.
dear.
Cooper's off. Cooper went off.
Oh dear, Cooper's thrown his race away again. Cooper. You had a podium if you didn't bottle it, and then you've we'll have to start calling you bottle fan. But anyway, enough of insulting Cooper. I am sorry. That is disrespectful for me as a comms. But anyway, PW Jones coming out the last corner here, coming up the hill to take the win here in Portugal in EU1. AJ will cross the line.
He's not happy. He's weaving his wheel.
AJ will
10
cross.
seconds dropping now behind.
Yep.
He won't drop behind Cooper.
Can you shut up?
Oh no, he will.
It's up. Ty Clay picking up 3 seconds on the last lap. Obviously, Lanky has crossed the line. So I see as well. AJ crossed the line P2, but with his 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pits, he will drop behind Vaporizer, who takes P2. Craigie P3, Cooper 4. So then AJ will drop to 5th. And Hoffendorbeck gets 6th. Hacko 7th. Then Griffin in 8th. We're just now waiting for Rosa Sky to cross the line. And then we've got Matty Robert and Dynamic Duo, who are both going to come side by side over the line. Well, Dynamic overtakes Matty Robert, but obviously with Dynamic's 6 seconds of penalty, will go back behind Matty Robert. And actually will drop behind Cornish Cook as well. And now we just wait for Ty Claire, Don Hammer and Mr. P to cross the line. As Mr. P's car is ghosted and somehow is 30 seconds off the back of Don Hammer.
Getting held up behind Vaporizer being classed as a lap car.
Yep.
That is unfortunate. Oh no, his car's retiring. They retired him.
Well, to be fair, he's in AI, so it retired him. Dynamic in chat says we love Matty, so man donated Matty Robbo points, so I think Matty will be thankful for that. Lanky in chat saying, I clearly the game shafted him. Yep, it really did. And there we go. Matty with the appreciation says, no need to, but I appreciate it. So obviously now full classification here. So PW Jones takes the win here in Portugal. Vaporizer P2 and Craggy in third. And then the rest of the top 10 are Cooper, AJ, Hoffendobach, Hako, Griffin, Rosasky, and fan favourite Matty Robbo. And then outside the top 10 are Cornish Cook, Dynamic Duo, Tyclair, Coston Ammo, and then you've got Mr. P and the Lanky One, who are both a lap down, and then Hasmania being the only retiree from this race. So that is unfortunate. But obviously now we will move on to interviews if people want to do them. So,
There's no safety cars.
yeah, that's one thing as well. Not a single safety car. So we want Vaporizer, Craggy, and Mr. PW Jones. Hopefully I've pinged the right ones. Obviously I've got stream. Yeah, I'm gonna disable streamer mode so I can see if I've got the right names. Because I have streamer mode on. There we go. I've got the right ones. I'll ping them and ask them for interviews if they want to. Obviously it's completely up to them, as I will put us onto the interview. Or Jones gives a thumbs up for interview. We'll definitely hear from our race winner. Vaporizer doesn't want to, so that's fortunate. Obviously, we'll probably just hear them from a Craggy and Jones, as I will send them invites to the VC. Oh, it's a bit of a shame that Vaporizer doesn't, but understandable. Man might not have the time. I will get into the showroom. And I do believe I heard 2 people join on the call, so we will start by talking to a Craggy, finishing 3rd in this race. Obviously had a bit of an interesting race, I think, throughout the entire time, but obviously we're gonna start off with Craggy and obviously ask him, how did that race go for you, sir?
Well, it was damage limitation really. The qualifying wasn't great. Started P10. Was I didn't get to have an actual hot lap in there, and the game decided to kick me before I could get my hot lap in, which
Oh dear.
But it was all a recovery drive. I mean, well done to PW Jones. He started up there and stayed up there the whole race. We couldn't get near him, so well done for his win.
Yeah, obviously I do wanna have a quick ask about that qualifying. Obviously, I believe that's the 2nd week in a row the qualifying's just not gone your way, but I think your race pace definitely made up for it. So like I said, yeah, just getting disconnected there in qualifying just wasn't good, was it?
Yeah, nice. Well, I mean, I haven't raced this track in months, so I was like, I thought I'd better have a few practice laps or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what my first 6 or 7 laps were.
Yeah,
But,
Charlie
probably
pointed
shouldn't
that
really
out.
do that, but...
Charlie pointed that out in stream. Like, to be fair, if you haven't done any practice at the track, it's to be honest, I think it's a sensible thing to do. To be honest, you know.
Yeah, it's my worst track. I hate this track. But
You're not the only one. I don't like it either. Yeah. Obviously, as well, you're having a little trouble as well trying to drop an AJ in the first stint before the pit stops, and obviously after you couldn't even catch AJ. So having trouble then, having a decent fight. Obviously, I just want to ask as well. Were you in a voice call with your teammate?
I was.
Okay, that'll explain why I saw Cooper multiple times break DRS from you and drop straight back to help you out.
No, he was pushing and not giving me DRS. That's what was happening there. No,
Yeah.
no team orders. he was just. I was like, "Can you slow down?" He's like, mm. He just wouldn't. I had pushed to catch him. But then, yeah, near the end, we did work together a bit more. But at the beginning, no, he wasn't slowing down for me. I was pushing hard to try and get him. But anyway,
I'll have to have a words with Cooper. What's a team orders?
yeah. So
Yeah, and obviously in the second stint you had a good fight with Vaporizer, so didn't you?
um,
Okay, I think from that reaction, no, you did not. Okay, we'll just leave it there then. So obviously now, Charlie, anything to ask Craigie? I think my co-coms has died. Oh dear, not good. Charlie, wakey wakey. Yeah, he's disappeared. Okay then. So I do apologize for that. Oh, and there we go. That confirms he's just left the call. That is not the best.
moving swiftly on.
Yeah, moving swiftly on. Obviously, my co-coms has disappeared. So obviously, congratulations, Craigie, on that P3. And we'll see. We would move on to our second place driver, but Vaporizer didn't want to come to interviews today. So don't know why, no reason. So we'll just move on to PW Jones, our race winner. So, Mr. Jones, how did that race feel for you then?
It was a good race. Finally, it went my way. I did put a lot of practice in for this one because I was falling a bit behind. And Portugal, I like that. I like the track, and I know a lot of people don't. So, I do usually quite well at Portugal, and I was surprised I put a very high wing setup on because the traction out of a lot of those corners is a bit dodgy. So I went for safety more than anything. But yeah, it was a really good race. I enjoyed that one.
Obviously, as well, you pretty much spent that race pretty much on your own for the entire time because obviously you were with Vaporizer at the start. What even happened to him? Did he drop it by himself or?
Yeah, so on that corner where you go up the hill 90-degree right and then back down the hill, last year you could use the curb on the exit and the drain, but this year if you get on the drain you lose the rear end, and he did just that. He put his left rear on the drain and it's just spun him round.
So that's
Um,
okay. Because
yeah,
when me and Charlie saw he dropped it, we were like, was that contact between the pair of you or thing? But
no,
yeah, so
he was well ahead of me. I was just ready to settle in and follow Vaporizer to a second place. He's always the driver to beat. So I was a bit disappointed when he spun it. I must admit, I thought, oh great, the pack's gonna just reel me in here and it'll be carnage all over again. But
right.
no, I managed to maintain the gap. But yeah, I got lucky. Was it Huffendoback qualified P3? Was it?
Yep, he did.
He started on mediums, so he fell off the mean vaporizer quite quickly.
Yeah, you
Um,
two starting on softs just bolted away from the rest
yeah,
of the grid.
so it couldn't have fell any better for me. So
Yeah,
I
because
was quite happy with the luck today.
you had like a 4 second gap before your pit stop, and then obviously after pit stops. Now I've been asked by my co-coms Charlie to ask you, Jones. Were you
Yeah.
worried about the pressure from AJ towards the end of the race? Obviously, with him being on the softs compared to your mediums, were you worried at all?
Yes, he came out. I think there was a 5 second gap. He was on softs. I was on mediums. When they were on mediums, I was on softs. I was pretty much the same pace to them towards the end of the stint. So I wasn't sure whether they were going to be quicker and reel me in or whether the gap would maintain the same. He started to close the gap, but it was only by 1, 2, 3, 4 tenths a lap, and he had the 10-second penalty. So I kept an eye on it, but no, the softs wore off. The mediums were great till the end. So yeah, the pressure was off by the end, last few laps.
Right then. So obviously now, congratulations, PW Jones, on his race win.
Cheers,
Obviously,
thank you.
yep, thank you. Obviously now that will be end of stream. So thank you everybody for watching. Now if you want to catch the AM1 race, which will be about 2 p.m. UK time, and then maybe 3 a.m. for everyone else in Europe, and obviously it is 9 p.m. Eastern from our friends across the pond in America for the AM1 race. Obviously they are racing as well at Portugal, and so if you want to catch that, that will happen in a few hours. Without further ado, thank you from Charlie, and a thank you from me, the Tiny Penguin. This has been the Portugal race. We will see you next week when we go to Baku. And adios.